Johnny Toe can't see the neon signs lining Dundas Street on his way to class. The third-year history student is visually impaired. Yet he routinely takes himself to class, using nothing more than his cane and a very good memory.
So maneuvering through Yonge Street, Dundas, up TRS, through the elevator, and then to my class is kind of challenging. And I don't even know where the washroom is close to my class yet.
But Johnny has been fighting Academic Accommodation Services, formerly the Access Center, for years to get a support person to help him navigate around campus.
Even people who can see or have a disability have a hard time finding their class. So I don't understand why a person who doesn't have sight shouldn't get help from the school.
AAS provides aid to 36 visually impaired students on campus. We sat down with the director of AAS to ask him about what they do for these students.
When a student comes to us, we are getting them in as soon as possible, and after that meeting they will be more or less ready to go in terms of their accommodation plan.
But this didn't happen for Johnny.
Ever since I've been at Ryerson since September 2013, I've complained about my independent traveling and how hard it is for me to get to class.
But Mark Emmond denies knowing about a wait time this long.
So there are some wait times that occur, but in terms of a time frame like that, I'm not aware of a time frame like that.
Last week, Johnny sent a letter to AAS and the VP Equity of the RSU about the difficulties of getting a support person. He's used the Walk Safe program to get around, but even Ryerson Security told him to look to AAS for a long-term mobility plan. Johnny heard back from the AAS last week.
They're working on an orientation guide to orientate me around the campus for a couple of weeks.
After 3 years at Ryerson, Johnny secured a support person, but he told us that they will only be available for the next 6 weeks. Vice President Equity Rabia Idris of the RSU heard about Johnny's story. She did some digging and found that there wasn't much information on visually impaired students.
It was just Johnny telling me the issues that he's had to just go to class, that we've realized that, okay, like there's something that's needed further at the Access Center.
She added that Ryerson is launching an accessibility audit for the coming year, but the RSU may have plans of their own.
So I guess by mid-October, end of October, if we don't really get much information from the university, that's when we would start our own audit. And that's just for us to get our own information quicker so we can get the ball rolling for other initiatives that we want to do throughout the year as well.
For the Eyeopener, I'm Brennan Doherty.